Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or anything, but I am the kind of person that I like to understand. I like to understand everything about this life if possible. So if another person has a different point of view that doesn't necessarily fit my narrative, I like to at least hear it out before I make final end-all be-all type of judgments. So as you recently know, I had a little bit of a YouTube beef with a YouTuber named Dark Skin TV, and she's a beautiful woman, but she's got some anger issues, and we're gonna leave that alone. So I actually found another YouTuber who probably gives the best answer to the question, is there a such thing as light skin privilege? And she's actually not that dark skin, she's more like brown skin, I would say, but because of the situation she grew up in with two sisters who were very fair skinned, I guess she can tell her perspective of being the dark one. So we're gonna go ahead and hear her story. So let's check it out.
In terms of the outside world, like, people could be really cruel and not even like care or not even realize it, like how cruel they are, especially when it comes to kids. Like, it's just certain stuff you can't say to kids or around kids, and a lot of people just don't get that. Like, and it's just ridiculous, honestly, in my opinion. But all right, so let's jump right in. All right, so I have two younger sisters. We're all 18 months apart. So I'm 18 months older than my middle sister. My middle sister is 18 months older than my youngest sister. My mom had three girls, and we all have the same father. For some reason, I look, hold on. For some reason, I'm at work, y'all. I'm just hoping nobody walk in the door. I look more like my father than my two younger sisters do. So I'm obviously brown skin. My dad is brown skin, and my two younger sisters are like light skin, and my mom is also light skin. So I feel like my two sisters look more like my mom, and I look more like my dad. I don't know how that happened, why it happened, have no clue, whatever. Because some people really still deal with the negativity and the backlash of being darker skinned. A lot of people are just not comfortable in their skin, and in many areas of the world, it's very common to brighten your skin and to lighten your skin because lighter skinned people are accepted more. Me growing up, I've always been like darker skinned. I feel like when I was younger, I was a lot darker too, which is weird. I've always been darker than my two sisters, and them being light skinned, I feel like they did get treated better when it came to the outside world and school and things like that.
So far, here's what I think. I think she's absolutely beautiful and intelligent and soft-spoken, and I absolutely love her for this example in this video because she defies a lot of stereotypes. Like, first of all, she's happy for her sisters. She's not jealous of them, but she recognizes some privilege that they may have received versus her. She's not angry about it. She's not pissed about it. She just accepts it as a part of life, which I don't think it should be a thing. I am all about hashtag ending colorism, because you guys, that's the last thing we need to have, you know, breaking us up in the black community and setting sectors for light skin, mixed, you know, black, dark skin, da 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 da. If you're black, like the story of OJ is one of my favorite songs by Jay-Z. If you're black, you're black. Doesn't matter if you're light, dark, rich, poor, you're black. And we need to love each other, and we need to treat each other right, and we need to understand each other's perspectives. And that's just all I'm about on this channel. Like, I'm here to enlighten, learn something from you guys, maybe help teach people who are young or maybe even older people who just need to see what's going on with the modern people, you know, these modern younger people. So that's what my channel is basically about, and I just love this story. Let's go ahead and hear a little bit more, shall we?
But we were never in the same grade for me to really experience that. we were always like I was always here and they were always there, either together or it was all three of us separated because of our age or whatever the case was. But I didn't really experience the hardship of being darker skinned growing up because my mom like really wouldn't allow it to get to us, or if somebody outside made a comment, like we would never hear it, we would never know about it. But I will say this one time, when we used to live in like Best Side in Brooklyn, and we lived in a house, and I remember like it was yesterday, this lady, I guess she was our neighbor, like because we used to see her all the time, like in the morning, like on our way to school, coming home from school, and my mom is like, like people like to talk to my mom, whatever. So this lady always used to see us, and she used to talk to my mom, and my mom just used to be like, oh, okay, and like entertain the conversation, and it's just always like whatever. So she was also an African American lady. She was also darker skinned, I remember. And I remember she used to always be like, oh my God, they are so beautiful, they are so beautiful. And then I remember her, like every day she would say that. And I remember there's one particular time where she has said, like, oh my God, like they are so beautiful, you should put them in modeling. And I know I tell you this every day, but they are just so beautiful, I just can't get over it. And then she said to me, like she was talking to me, but my mom was also standing there. Was she standing there? I'm not even sure if my mom was standing there, but basically she was like, you would be so beautiful if you had light eyes like them. And I'm just like, what? So my two sisters are lighter skinned, and they both have light eyes, just like really light. So light skin and light eyes, they got the whole package. Okay. So yeah, so this lady said this to me, and I was just like, I didn't really understand. I was just like, oh, okay. I think I was maybe like 7 years old, 7 or 8. And I was just like, oh, okay. Honestly, I think I was younger because we lived in Best Side when I was like really, really, really young, like before I turned 5, honestly. So, which is sad. So she said that to me, and honestly, I don't even remember if my mom was there or not, but I do remember her saying that. And then she like, I guess she kind of realized like, okay, what she said was wrong. And then she tried to switch it up and was like, and you're so skinny and you're gonna be so tall, you should play basketball too, you would be a great basketball player, are you into basketball? And she tried to like throw off the conversation. I was just like, no, whatever, like that. But I remember she said that to me, and it was just like, it didn't hurt at the moment, but I feel like after that moment, I started like really paying attention to certain things and what people say. And I never really came to my mom and was like, oh, I'm sad and I feel away because they get treated this way, or people are always saying they're beautiful. Because honestly, I was just used to it. And I was always like the type of person that would just like uplift other people. So if my sisters was beautiful, then they was beautiful. And I would always like just tell myself, like when people would say, oh my God, they're so beautiful, looking at my sisters like and saying like, oh, are they twins or whatever the case is, like I would just always think, oh, they talking about all of us. And I would like go off running or whatever the case is, like, you know. But a lot of people used to ask my mom if my sisters were twins.
Okay, so whoever that lady was that was in her life at such a young age, I hate that happened to her, because that's very ignorant and very stupid like thinking. And I almost want to say that the woman who said that to her was probably a black woman. And you know what, we're guilty as black people of doing that. We're guilty of putting people on pedestals that don't belong there for reasons that are completely stupid, like hair color, eye color, or hair texture or skin tone. Those are things that you can deem attractive or not. No one's saying that you need to have a preference for this or for that. You can ultimately find whatever you like attractive, you know, but to treat people a certain way based on things, to offer favor, to offer rudeness, it's just wrong. Like everyone should be treated equally, because we're human beings at the end of the day. We're inside of these shells. So that all that matters truly is who you are on the inside. And I think that how we treat others is also very important.
I don't know if it's because the light skin thing or because I'm brown skin and they're light skin, so they just figure, oh, they look alike. Okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, so it was just, I guess I was the ugly duckling growing up. Thankfully, it didn't really damage me in any ways. It could have, but it didn't. And honestly, I just wanted to bring awareness to this topic because like everyone is beautiful. We all are so different. We all have our own unique ways and characteristics about us and looks. And it's so crazy because for a long time I thought, even as a teen growing up, like boys used to like my sisters more or try to talk to them more, and I was always like in the house or like reading a book or always in school or playing volleyball, doing something, you know, like in terms of school. And my sisters was always chilling, like they were the cool ones, and people used to come to me and be like, oh, you Ari and Tati's sister, right? Like, so I was like that outcast all the time. But my sisters made me feel like I was involved, but I knew for a fact like these people only hanging out with me because they are, you know. And it's crazy, that is crazy because I'm the oldest and it should be the other way around. But I don't know, maybe it's because I was brown skin. But that's how I'm looking at it, and honestly I think that's how it is. And I'm just looking and I'm like, I have flourished. Like, I was beautiful when I was young, I was beautiful growing up, brown skin, light skin, don't matter, and I have flourished so well. Like, I always thought that my sisters was gonna be like models and they were gonna get these big deals, and I was just gonna be like left behind because I didn't have the light eyes, or you know. So I always used to think that or whatever, but I am amazing and you are amazing, and no matter what the color of your skin is, you are bad. Young, it don't matter how old you are, if you're 5, if you're 15, if you're 21, if you're 30 years old, you are beautiful in your own skin. And once we love ourselves in our own skin, that's when we can love other people properly.
Well, she said it so greatly that I don't really feel that there's any more that I even need to say. You guys definitely leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Don't you agree with this young lady that beauty is in the eye of the beholder? We're all beautiful. We all come in different shapes, sizes, colors, and textures. You know what I'm saying? So let's just love each other and make sure that we hear each other's point of view, because it's important. To understand the world better means that you can definitely move and thrive through it better. And like she said, we first have to love ourselves before we can expect to love another person. So coming to terms with who you are is probably one of the best and most influential things you can do for your life. So don't forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you wonderful people next time.